Hello, Jim Widener here with Test Products International, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to collect data with our new 9085 vibration meter. So when you get the unit, you'll plug in your docking cradle, you just slide it into the cradle, make sure you're powered on, and then you come over and you'll have your routes that are already here, and you just click to meter, and then I just tell it 9085. Then I come here and select my route. I'll select my boiler route. Then I tell it OK. It goes out, it looks for the device. As you can see, it's checking for device right now. Then once it sees it, it'll come up on the screen here and tell you that the PC is connected to it on the device. And right now it's uploading the boiler plant to the 9085 so I can go collect data off a machine. Once it finishes uploading the machine to it, we're going to actually turn on our motor here, we're going to collect data and we're going to save it and then bring it back to our software program. So you can trend it and view it and look at it over time. So it's loading the last point in here. Now it's done, tells you sync complete. Now I pull out of the docking cradle, and at this point we would go out in the field with our sensor, temperature probes inside, and then I just push the plant. It takes me into my machines, and there it tells me I'm on my motor. I just push the enter button, tells me to go to the motor non-drive in. I can put my sensor there. Now as this comes up to speed, I just tell it to take the reading. You can see there it is. Now it's grabbing the temperature reading. I have it set for a precision temperature where it's actually taking 10 seconds to make sure that everything's right, saves it, moves on to the next point. So now I just push plant. Now it tells me to go to the motor drive-in. I'll remove my sensor, move it to my next point. Go ahead and tell it to take the reading. Now it's going through, collecting the data. You can see the temperature there updating. It's holding pretty steady. It's 79.2 as the motor heats up. Save the reading. And now it's done. And then I just push the plant. Then it tells me to move to my pump or my next piece of equipment, but we'll call it good there. At that point, you come back in from collecting the data, and then you just put it right back into the docking cradle, as you can see here. And then we just come back and tell it from meter at this point. And then we tell it 9085, and it'll go out and connect and bring the data back to it and upload it, and then you'll be able to display it and look at it here in a trend graph view on the point. So as I'm bringing it up, you'll have a nice trend graph. You can see all the data that I was getting was coming back at rotational speed or 1 times because my grinder's out of balance obviously here, but it gives you an idea of what's happening with your machine, and you can see on the trend it's going up over time to show you that you have a machine that's going out of balance or getting debris or buildup onto the machine to let you know that you need to have somebody clean the fan blades and balance the fan. So with that, that's how easy it is to collect data with our 9085. It gives you temperature, it gives you your overall velocity, ISO velocity, your bearing damage units, and your overall G reading with a spectrum, movable cursors, bearing frequency markers, everything in our software. So, and probably the big advantage with our 9085 over the 9080 is definitely the wireless recharging and temperature. Those are 2 excellent features that this device has that our 9080 does not have. With that, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of us here at Test Products International or go to our website and check out all the devices we have.